Hello and welcome to my channel. Today it is May favourites time, which I cannot believe we're in May already. This year is flying by. I have quite a lot of beauty favourites this month and not so many food favourites, which you'll be pleased to know because the amount I had last month was ridiculous. So to start off, let's get all of this ready for you. Okay. I have a subscription service called Glossybox, and what it is, they send you a parcel once a month with different beauty items, which I've raved about before because I find it great and I always find things that I actually love in them and end up repurchasing. This month's box was probably my favourite. So I opened the box to say it's been over a year since you first subscribed to Glossybox, which is really cool, a little thank you note. I can't believe I've been subscribed to them for a year, this has gone so quick. Then there was also a glossy notebook as a little gift. It's just blank pages, but really cute. So my glossy notes. And also a selfie and the city glossy box thing. And inside this month's glossy box, there were a couple of other bits, but I don't actually know where I've put them. I think I've used them and thrown them somewhere. Bless me. Bless me. Okay, so first off is the Lyam nail gel. It's for discoloured or damaged nails. I haven't used this purely because my nails aren't damaged and they're actually fine, so I haven't used this, but that's one thing. And on to the things that I have used and have been loving. So first off is this Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara. I absolutely love this. I could not live without it. I've used this every single day since I got this box because I think it's lovely. It's such a nice coating. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and this is the wand. Don't know if you can see that. It's not going to zoom. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's brilliant. And I've used this every single day. So if you look at my eyelashes, I don't know if you can see them. They're not overly long, but I really like the smooth coating that it puts on them. Next up is the Velvet Lippy. I don't know who this is from. Absolute New York. This is such a lovely colour. I mean, I think it's beautiful. The colour is in Rumba AVL01. Really nice, really nice. Hi Shawn. Last but not least, if what I can find out of this box, because I have been using it, is the Be Good Plump and Firm Moisture. This is a lip balm, but it does give you sort of a tingly feeling. And usually I don't use lip plumping glosses for lip plumping glosses. That's a mouthful. I don't usually use these because I don't like the tingly burning sensation. This isn't too bad, but it does tingle quite a lot. It does work, so I do like it, but it wouldn't be something I use every day as it's quite sticky. On to other stuff out of the glossy box. First up is the Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. I have it in light porcelain because I'm practically see-through. It's by Maybelline. It is such a lovely foundation. I struggle with foundations. I have the driest skin in all eternity due to having eczema, which I've had since I was a little girl. So I've always suffered with dry skin, and this actually doesn't make my skin dry. But this one's really nice. Not only have I subscribed to Glossybox, but I've also got a subscription service called Pink Parcel. And that is for monthly periods. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before. I think I have. And I also get sent stuff in that come with the subscription. And this is what came with it 1 month, and I haven't stopped using it since. It is the Collection Speedy Highlighter. I absolutely love this. It looks like this. I mean, I've used it a lot, but I love it. I mean, you probably won't be able to see, but I have got it on my cheeks today. I love it. It is such a good highlight, and I use it often, very often. Next, for beauty, I have these, and I can't remember where these came from, but I am obsessed with them. They are, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Little Ondine maybe, sorry, but it's a double nail polish. If you chip a nail, you can just peel the nail varnish off, so you don't have to walk around with chipped nails all the time, and I don't ever use nail varnish remover, so just peel it off and put another coat on. It is amazing. I love this stuff. I also have this from a glossy box, I think, and it is the Studio 10 Brow Lift Perfecting Liner. I'm almost certain this is in the lighter colour, but I am obsessed with this. It's so nice. It goes on really nicely. It makes your brows look really nice, and obviously because it's a pencil, you can just draw the lines instead of having to make them with powder. I really like this. I use this a lot now, so much so that I have to get a sharpener because it's completely flat on top. Next up with beauty is the this is Nu Skin. As you know, I am a rep for the company and I mainly just use it for myself. This is a Nu Skin lip plumping gloss. It's the contouring lip gloss. I find this extremely sticky, but the reason I love it so much is because it encourages your natural collagen to grow in your lips. So every single night before bed I put this on. It doesn't bother me in the night because I sleep, so I mean the stickiness doesn't faze me at all, as I'm not really noticing it. I wouldn't wear this in the day as it is extremely sticky, and especially on a windy day your hair is going to get stuck to your lips and all sorts. But it does work. Another beauty favourite that I've been absolutely loving, and it's such a shame because the weather's gone rubbish again in England, in London. So it's raining today and it's all gloomy and really rubbish. But when it was sunny, this was on my face consistently, and it is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream. So I use this, can you see it? I use this every single day. It's a nice layer. It makes you look smooth. It makes you look like you haven't got makeup on, but it's like a nice sheen on your face. I just love this, and I use it for summer months, and it'll probably be a firm favourite in the summer. Just unfortunately the weather's gone shite again. Another beauty is this lipstick. It is, who are you by? Maybelline New York. Again, apparently I'm a big Maybelline fan. Maybelline, it is in Tantalising Taupe, and it is number 725. Can you see it? Let's see. I love this lipstick. I've got it on today actually. Well, I think it's beautiful. It's such a nice colour. Really, really lovely. Goes on smooth. It does last a fairly long time. I mean, it doesn't last all day depending on what you're doing, but I really do like it. My final favourite in the beauty section, is it beauty, is my Armani perfume. This stuff, I think I've used this since I was 18, I want to say, maybe 17. I love this smell. I haven't loved a smell as much as I love this one. I think it is completely me. I can't really describe it. I wish I could. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful scent. It's just a basic Armani. It hasn't got another name for it. It's just the ladies Emporio Armani perfume. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Sorry Shawn, you're getting covered in it. I love that. Right, now on to films. My favourite films of May. So I'm very late to the party with these films, unfortunately, but I am obsessed with them. So first one is Inside Out. Inside Out is such a good film. I can't describe it. It's brilliant. It's such a fantastic film. I thought someone was downstairs then. It's such a fantastic film. So funny. I laughed all the way through. There was points where I was sad, but really, really great film. Second favourite film of the month is Southpaw. I think that film is unbelievably good. I watched it with Sam and cried at the end, obviously. If you've seen the film, you will understand as to why I cried. It is unbelievable. Such a good film. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's so worth it. Another film in May is Drop Dead Fred. This is a really old film, and truth be told, I didn't really want to watch it, but Sam was like, Lynn, you have to watch it, it's so funny, it's my childhood film, please watch it, the boys will love it. So we all sat down together and watched it, and you know what, I found myself laughing the majority of the way through the film. It's really funny, it's a really good film. The kids, if you've got children, they will absolutely love it, because mine did. They were giggling all with us. I mean, we were just a big giggling family that day. It's a really good film, so if you haven't seen Drop Dead Fred, Google it, watch it, really good film. And my final film of the month that I absolutely love is Deadpool. It's a very gory film if you don't like to see certain bloody scenes, but it's a really good film. I laughed, I think, the entire way through the film, because Ryan Reynolds in this film is absolutely hilarious. Fantastic film, would recommend it 100%. Do not watch it with your children in the house. Do not watch it if you don't like blood, and do not watch it if you're not a gory person. I think if you are, you can overlook the scenes because of the funny things. There are a lot of sexual references, so be very careful if you do have young ones. But otherwise, very funny. Okay, and this month's foodie favourites, I have more than I actually remembered. I think the reason being is because I don't have it all with me. I'm just going to tell you what my favourites are, but I don't actually have every single part here. So my first one of the month is this. The Cadbury's Medley Bar. This one is the chocolate chip, biscuit and fudge pieces. This is unbelievably amazing. The other one has nuts in it, so obviously I can't eat it as I'm allergic to nuts. This is so good. I'm not a huge fan of Cadbury's chocolate. I'm a Galaxy girl through and through, but this is really nice. And the thing is, you can only get it in the big bars at the moment, so if you can't just eat one bit, you have to eat the entire thing, or you have to get someone to eat it with you so you don't eat the whole thing on your own, because it's very addictive and it's very lovely. Next up are the Kingsmill Thins. I mean, these have been around for how long? I think the Warburton's company brought them out first. They're just thin bits of bread. They're not really bread, are they? They are bread. I don't know what they are. They are bread. They're thin slices of bread laid on top of one another. So I mean, they're really tiny. But if you put mayonnaise inside them and a bit of ham, they are the nicest things in the world. I've been addicted to these for a very long time. I do the kids in most days, and sod's law, we're going away on Friday this week. We're only going to the Isle of Wight for a couple of days for my nephew's birthday, but because we're going away, I didn't get any food shopping in. So next Tuesday, I'll have everything in. However, I need to film my favourites this week. Oh, good job I can talk well. But yes, Kingsmill Thins. Third favourite food of the month are bagels. Everyone knows what a bagel is, and I only like the plain ones. But here's what we do. Toasting them is clearly a favourite. Or cooking an egg, putting cheese and ketchup inside the bagel with the egg, but you have to double cheese it, otherwise it's not nice. And cutting that in half. It is delicious. I think me and the family have lived on bagels for about the last 3 months, and I never included them in a favourite. I don't think I have anyway, but they're so nice. We have them for breakfast, if we're hungry in the afternoon, constantly eating bagels, and they're not good for you, hence why I've put on this amount of weight, but they're so nice. My fourth favourite food of the month are Boost Bites, and I don't know if loads of people have these. They haven't been around in the UK for that long, or not that I know of anyway. I only found them this month. I love them. I don't like the big Boost bars, I don't think they're as nice, but the tiny Boost Bite, it's got a thin biscuit wrapped in toffee, I think it's toffee, and then a layer of chocolate on top of it, and it is so nice. Again, I don't know how long they've been around. I don't know if you can get them everywhere. So they are lovely. And my final favourite of the month, no, my final foodie favourite of the month is this, or are these. These are chocolate thins. And what they are, they're Pringle shaped crisps. They're Pringle shaped crisps with puffed rice inside them. And that sounds utterly disgusting. If you are around the age of 25, 26 and have lived in the UK, I don't know if they had them anywhere else, Cadbury's used to make these. Obviously it was Cadbury's brand. I don't know what they were called. I think they were Crispies. Might be wrong. But Cadbury's used to make these. Anyway, long story short, months and months ago, I think it was last year, I went into Lidl's. And I found these. They had them in mint, orange, every flavour you can imagine. And these, and as soon as I saw these, I think I grabbed about 8 packets and ate them that week. And I don't usually shop in Lidl, it's not somewhere I usually go. It just isn't, I don't really know why, we just don't shop in there. And Sam needed me to go in there to get something the other day. So the first thing I did was grab 2 packets of these. I have had to hide these in my kitchen cupboard so that no one finds them and eats them because I really wanted to show you them. But now that I have shown you them, they are going to be eaten in about an hour, if that. They probably won't even last that long. They are a solid favourite. Right, now we are officially off of everything foodie. What have we got to do? Favourite app. My favourite app at the moment is Spotify. And the reason being, we went to Alton Towers recently, Sam and I. And from where we are, it's about a 2.5 hour drive. Anyway, due to traffic and roadworks and everything else, it took us 3.5 hours to get there. And honestly, if it wasn't for the Spotify app, I don't think we would have survived. Sam and I don't get along very well in a car if we haven't got music to sing along to and enjoy. So the fact that we had that and we were able to choose the songs was really, really good. And we finally made it to Alton Towers. And on that note, another favourite of mine are 2 things at Alton Towers. I hadn't been to Alton Towers since I was 18. Sam had never been. And we got 2 free tickets from the Sun. So I thought, what better way than to both of us have a great day, enjoy just couple time instead of family time. We may as well just go and enjoy ourselves. And I booked it for the day before our anniversary, which was the 15th of May. So the 16th of May was our anniversary. So we went on the 15th, which was the Sunday. Honestly, the whole park was empty. We got on every single ride several times. And because I hadn't been there since I was 18, the amount that's changed at the park is unbelievable. So my favourite 2 rides at Alton Towers you know what? This serves me right for spraying perfume. Anyway, my favourite 2 rides at Alton Towers is number 1, the Smiler. I was very, very sceptical about going on this ride. Don't get me wrong. After everything that happened, I was kind of like, oh no. And if you don't know what happened with the Smiler, Google it. Not very nice and was very fearful of going on it. But once we got there, I sort of said, it's probably the safest ride in the park now. Because of everything that happened, the amount of security checks it would have had to have gone through to get back up and running, it has to be one of the safest rides in the park. Hands down the best ride I've ever been on. Children are here, very sorry. Yes, hands down the best ride I've ever been on. You go upside down so many times, it does begin to give you a bit of a headache. And because of the theme of the Smiler with the yellow and black wheel, or sort of whatever it is, when you get out of there you kind of feel very, very dizzy. We went on it twice, and the 3rd time we went on it and come off of it, someone had been sick. So the whole, walking through the tunnels to get out of the ride smelled of sick. It was disgusting. Although that didn't stop us, we went on it 3 more times after that, so there you go. Thankfully, as we were about to leave, we had to walk past the Smiler to go out the gates, or to get to the front of the park. And it had broken down just at the beginning part of it, and I was like, oh, thank goodness we're not on that now. And my second favourite ride of Alton Towers is 13. I have wanted to go onto this, and if I'm honest, when we got onto the cart, I was really disappointed because I thought it was a big roller coaster. And it's just a bar that you go over your lap, so I was like, well, we're not going to go upside down, we're not going to do anything sort of roller coastery, or, you know. And I was really disappointed, and got on it, and me and Sam were like, oh, it's got to be a kiddie ride. So we're sitting there, whatever. I really don't want to ruin this experience for you. If you haven't been on 13 and you do want to go on it and you don't want to know what happens, skip this part. I'll put here now where to skip to so you can avoid seeing this. So, if you have been on it, you know what it's like. What happens is, we went forward and it sped round. I mean, I can't believe how fast it was going for us to just have a bar across our stomachs. Sped round, and then it stopped, and I thought, that was shit. It was the end of the ride. Sorry for swearing. I thought that was absolutely rubbish. End of the ride. Couldn't be bothered with it. But it went pitch black. So I grabbed Sam, or Sam and I grabbed each other, and it dropped. So we screeched, grabbed each other tighter, and then it dropped again, and then flew backwards, and then flew forwards to the end of the ride. It's got to be one of my favourite rides ever. I thought that was so funny, so clever. The fact that Sam and I grabbed each other because we thought something bad was happening was hilarious. It was one of the best rides. I think we went on it twice because it was over the other side of the park, whereas I mean, if you've ever been to Alton Towers, it's huge. You have to get cable carts from one side to the other, otherwise you'll be walking for miles. But Alton Towers was fantastic. In fact, we're going there again in 3 weeks for a certain little person's birthday. Shh, he's in there. We loved it. It was so much fun. So much fun. Nearly done with my favourites. So, May favourites. I've done quite well with my May favourites. I'm really happy with this. So, my other favourite of May, if I can get them off, are these. Oh, can I show you? These are my rings. And what they are, if you can see them. Basically, Sam got me a bangle for my birthday in April, and when it come to me putting it on, one of the diamonds fell out. I am not really a bangly person because I know how delicate they are, and also the fact that we've got the children. If one of them pulled on it, that would have been it. So I asked him if it was okay if I went to Swag, where he got it from, a jewellery store, and changed what it was. He said that's fine, if you don't want to wear it, that's fine. And of course I loved it, but it was just way too delicate for our sort of lifestyle with the children and everything else, and he would have been upset if I didn't wear it regularly. So I thought, what better way than to change it into something that I will wear every single day. Went into Swag, and actually I went online before I went in there and found these rings. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear you. And they are the diamond twist rings. Went in there and put the silver one on, which I wanted, and I had, I think, a £50 spare to spend on whatever I wanted to exchange it for. Didn't know what to do. I hadn't really looked. I sort of just went with whatever it was. The lady that was serving me said, why don't you get two and get one in a different colour because they look really, really nice stacked. Originally I didn't really like the idea. I was kind of like, I don't really know if I like rose gold and silver all together. The reason I got silver in the first place is because I didn't realise I had rose gold. Anyway, I ended up getting both of them, and I love them. I wear them every single day without fail. I don't think I've taken them off since I got them this month. I don't usually wear any jewellery. I mean, sort of basic earrings, but other than that I don't tend to wear jewellery, and I do want to start wearing it more. But something that I can wear every day, and I really, really love this a lot. I do have a favourite person of the month this month, and I think it's quite obvious who it is when you knew it was our 7-year anniversary. And of course that is Sam. As I said in my last week's video, he makes me so happy. Yes, he drives me insane, but I love him so much. So for May, he is officially my first favourite person of any month, and I mean the kids are always my favourite people, but he's my first person this month who I really thought I was lucky to have. That's cringy, isn't it? And my final favourite of May, which I'm really, really happy to say, is my rose gold MacBook. So I saw this online, fell in love with it and ordered it, and I really shouldn't have because it was very silly to order a laptop just for the sake of the colour, But the truth is, I have only ever had one other Mac and it wasn't that great. I needed a laptop anyway because the majority of the stuff that I have to do requires a laptop or a computer, yes, which we have a computer over there, but it's just a bit of a pain to constantly be upstairs if I need to edit or do something online. This has been sort of a godsend for me. It's very dirty, which, I mean, you would expect with 2 children in the house. But I absolutely love it, and it looks very pink in this screen, but it's not, I promise you, it is rose gold. And it's definitely my favourite ever. Maybe not just for May, it'll probably be in every month's favourites after this. No, I love it, it's really, really nice. Fantastic. And that is it for my May favourites, which is really crazy. Really crazy. So, I have seen a video floating around the internet, and I'm sure every one of you have seen it. It's the dental mouth guard challenge, where you put stuff in your mouth and it opens it up. I watched one a few months back, or a few weeks ago, sorry. I watched one a few weeks ago, and it was of a group of 4 people, and they had to say a sentence. And I thought this was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But I've got a bit of a spin on it, and I've ordered the dental things to put in your mouth. They should be here Wednesday or Thursday this week. So Sam and I and the kids go away Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think for next Wednesday we are going to film that video for you, so you can see us with a little spin doing that video. I cannot wait because it looks so funny. The most annoying thing is, Sam and I had actually, we'd never used the Speech Jammer challenge. We'd never used the Speech Jammer app, and we swore that we would only do it on camera. Anyway, it come around a few weeks ago, we tried to do it together in bed, and it didn't really work. We could both, I mean, there was some slip-ups, but we both could talk pretty normally. So yeah, it kind of would have been a really rubbish video. So that is the next video planned. If you do want to see it, please hit that subscribe button down there, the little red one, because that means you can see every video of mine in your subscription box if you do want to. Everything in this monthly favourites will be listed below, so if you do want to see where if you do want to know where I got them from and you want to get them yourself, click the links down there and you will be able to do so. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up. I will see you next week. Bye.